Okay, guys. Instead of doing the video I was gonna upload like yesterday, I was gonna upload it last night. I'm gonna do it this way because I always forget I have this program to simulate a green screen. I always forget I bought this stupid thing, and I always forget I have it to remove my background so you guys can't see everything in the background, but just my face basically. I know it's kind of matrixy, but it's the best I got right now. But anyway, I was gonna do a video with my phone, but I hate doing it that way because I have to hold my phone for like 20 minutes, and then the video is shaky and crap. I hate doing it that way. So rather than do it that way, I'm gonna just do it this way with the chroma cam thing. I know it's not perfect, but I always forget I have this stupid thing. I don't know because I just remembered this morning when I was going to bed, I was like, oh yeah, why don't I just film it in here with the background just out of the way because I can easily delete the background. Eventually, I'm gonna have like some kind of background filter. I don't know what kind of background filter I can do, but I'll figure something out. I need to update my speaking of things I want to do in 2020 for the channel because that's what this video is gonna be. One thing I need to do is update my channel like ticker bar thing that's on the top because it's like really old and outdated. Like the collection thing I did for that picture, it's so outdated. I need to do a new one. It'll just be like kind of annoying to redo it. Um, Actually, it'd kind of be better because I have a bigger mattress to like display them on. Because I have a bigger surface, I can actually like display more of my collection onto a proper picture and um update it. That's one thing I need to do. Hopefully by the end of um the month, but if not, early February, I'll probably have one up. Because that's been bugging me for a while. I've just been too lazy to fix it. There's a couple other things I want to do this year too. Of course, I'm gonna be finishing uploading the new Super Mario Bros. Stuff. I'm probably gonna upload more than 2 parts because it's just taking too long to get it all uploaded. I know you guys don't like when I do multiple uploads, but for long stuff like this, that was like 40 videos. I have to do it because it's just taking way too long to do like 2 videos a day, and then um that's it. Like if I do like 4 or 5, I'll be done with it by like the end of the week or close to it by now because I'm up to like 21 parts, I think. And I didn't upload it today because I had stuff going on. I was eating dinner, but didn't get home until like pretty late. I didn't feel like doing it today, so tomorrow I'll start uploading probably like 5 parts because I'm gonna and this video because this video will go up either this morning or I'll probably just do it right after I'm done, just to get it out there. But that's one thing I'm gonna finish by the end of this month. It'll probably be done before Dragon Ball Z Kakarot comes out, which I want to talk about that in a second. And that's one of the reasons why I want to upload it sooner rather than later because I'm gonna be devoting a lot of my time to that for the next like month and a half. So it'll probably be a little bit of a mulligan in some uploads. I'll try to do some stuff, maybe regarding Kakarot. I don't know because the way the PS4 is with direct capture stuff, with the PS4 capture thing it has, it doesn't like capture story mode gameplay because it like locks it or something. If I had a way to plug in that thing I use for my Switch to capture gameplay, I would plug that in, but still the quality wouldn't be like super good because it'll only be like 720p. But if I could figure out a way to do it over here, I would do it. I guess if you guys really wanted me to, I could get it on PC. If you guys really wanted to see like a playthrough of it, but just know that I'm going to be devoting most of my time with the PS4 version because I pre-ordered the collector's edition of it, and that's I mainly play on console, guys. Like I don't play PC games that much, and I know it bugs people. Like I have a good beefy PC, I get it, but like I'm not used to having a good beefy PC to like play stuff on. I'm not used to that. Like I don't think I'll ever be used to the fact that I can easily play whatever game I want to on my PC. I'll never get used to that fact. But if like there's enough demand from people saying they would watch it and do it and watch me play through the game and from entirety, no, I probably wouldn't stream it. I'd probably just record it because it's easier than streaming it. Because streaming it, issues could arise with my internet, especially now because my internet's been stupid lately, like cutting out and randomly and stuff like that. So I'd rather just record it and not stream it. That's also why I haven't been streaming that much stuff, because my internet's been like really weird and spotty sometimes, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's um the internet box we have. I don't know if there's some kind of glitch in it or something. I don't know what's causing it. We haven't figured it out yet. But anyway, if you guys want to see like Kakarot gameplay or playthrough eventually, let me know, because I would do it, but it wouldn't be till like way after I'm done completing the PS4 version, because I don't want to be moving back and forth between two different versions at the same time, because I'll never get done with like one version of the game, because I'd rather focus on the PS4 version, because that's what I mainly play on, mainly because my brother would watch me play, is gonna be watching me play it, so that's why I'm mainly focused on that. And yeah, I guess I could get on PC and we could because we have it hooked up to that TV directly. Yeah, I guess we could do it that way, but I mean, I already kind of pre-ordered the PS4 collector's edition, so I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna like cancel the pre-order when it's this close, because it's literally like 4 days away, almost at this point. So why get rid of it? Why cancel it at this point? Like, there's no point to. I said almost 4 days away. I didn't exactly say it was 4 days away. It's still 5, because it's still Sunday. But he was like, no, it's not. And say it was all the way, but that's why I haven't done it. That's why I haven't done any live streams, because of that. I will change that if I can, if we can figure out, me, my dad and I can figure out why the internet's been doing that. But that's one thing I want to change in 2020. The other thing I want to talk about is possibly doing a guest panel or a guest table or panel at Too Many Games 2020. But we're going to talk about that at the end of the video. The other thing I want to change is my Patreon. The way I run things on there, I want to be more active on there, do some like polls and vlogs and blogs, kind of like I used to with vlog stuff, but I want to do more blogging than vlogging, because vlogging's more annoying to do because I have to like film it. Vlogging, I can just type stuff out and type little blurbs out every week or like every day or something about stuff I'm doing, what I'm doing, what I'm working on, what I'm looking to get for the channel, stuff like that. I want to be more active on there to make you guys feel like you're contributing to something rather than just giving me free money, because that's what it kind of feels like. Which, guys, I really do appreciate the support on Patreon, by the way, because it really does help out the channel a lot, because without the support, I wouldn't be able to get a lot of the stuff on the channel I've gotten in the past few years, like Sonic Underground, Cat Dog, Field, other stuff. There's been a ton of stuff. So it really does help out the channel, guys. I know a lot of you guys are skeptical about Patreon, but it's actually a good way to support creators that have one, especially smaller creators that aren't monetized like me, because of the watch time hours and stuff. You have to have like 4,000 watch time hours, and it's just a daily grind to try to get it up. And I don't feel like my channel is ever going to get to that point where I'll ever be monetized again. I'll get to that in a second. Maybe why I can change that, with your guys' help. Of course, meaning like subscriptions, my subscribers and Patreon supporters and stuff like that. Maybe I can help that fact or do something to change that in the future. We'll get to that in a second, though. But I just want to say I'm going to be changing a few things on Patreon, and maybe have my wife write a couple blurbs every now and then about anime she was watching. Kind of mix it up a little bit, so it's not just from my perspective. So it's also from her perspective too, because she's kind of like the small backbone to the channel. She doesn't really do much on it anymore, um, mainly because of her work schedule. But I don't really need her help as much as I did in the past. But there are a couple of videos I'm going to need her help with, like Cat Dog Still and Sonic Underground. We still got to film videos for those, so those will be coming up at the end of the month, sometime soon, probably. So stay tuned for those. Um, I really kind of don't want to open Sonic Underground because the way the package is designed, it's would be hard to get out and get back in and stuff. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But I'll try to do it. I'll try to open it because I kind of want to look at the manual for nostalgia reasons. Because I don't think I ever did look at the manual when I had it, when I was a kid, when it was new, when I bought it when it was new. I think I just like threw it out and I was like, I'll figure out the game, whatever. I just like threw it out. I didn't care. But that's a couple things that's coming up. Cat Dog and sealed and, well, not sealed, opened, and possibly Sonic Underground opened, and look at the manual package, and of course gameplay again. But after those handle games, videos go up. This is where the future thing of the channel is gonna come in. I don't know what I'm gonna do after those two videos, and after I upload all of Mario, because that'll be uploaded by the end of the month probably, if not sooner. But after all that's uploaded, like, I don't know what else I'm gonna upload. I've been working on doing Mortal Kombat 11 character endings videos, like character playthroughs of Classic Tower. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to put those up. I've filmed them. I haven't decided if I'm going to put them up yet because there's already videos of those up, like on YouTube already, like for a lot of those characters. Like a lot of the new characters I'll probably post videos on, but like Sun Lao, Liu Kang, people like that. Like, I don't know if I want to just go through all the characters and like put them up because I mean there's already like a gabillion channels that have covered those already, and seeing my playthrough of them isn't much different. Rather than me showing you guys how well I play the game and how well I do with the game, I guess. I guess that'd be the only reason to do it. But there's always some characters I'm actually decent with. To be honest. But there's that, and there's also a couple other playthroughs I want to do, or I should say, re-upload better quality playthroughs of like older playthroughs I've done, like Zelda Link to the Past, Mario World, kind of. I kind of want to do that one. I did one a while ago, but I decided against doing it because I didn't feel like it would get views, so I wasn't gonna bother doing it because like there's already a jabillion playthroughs of Mario World up on YouTube anyway. I already did one like a long time ago, and it's still up, and I don't even think it gets views anymore. But I thought about redoing it on the Switch app because it'd be easier, be better quality. But I'm probably not going to. But Link to the Past, I do want to redo because I did the Japanese version back when I did it because that's the only one I owned legitimately. And I didn't want to do emulator gameplay because I hate doing it that way. Like if I can film it on the legit hardware, I'll film it that way. But that's one thing I want to redo is Zelda Link to the Past at some point because I think people hated that I did the Japanese version. And the only real reason I did it is because one, that's the one I had access to at the point. At that point, besides like the Wii version, but I wasn't gonna get out my Wii just to record get the playthrough of it. So I figured just use my Japanese version because there's more glitches in it, and I think I exploited most of those I knew about at the time. There's one I didn't use that I kind of wish I would have known about because it would have made the playthrough a little bit cooler. But like other than that, like I pretty much exploited every useful glitch in that game. that's in the Japanese 1.0 version. So I might redo that at some point because I want to do the US version just so people that don't know the story and like Zelda Link to the Past can actually read the story and like experience it with me when I play through it. I might just do it on the Switch app because it'd be easier, but I want to wait till I get a Super Nintendo controller. Whenever they restock them, Nintendo, come on, you've said January 2020 for like half the month. It's already like half over. Where's the news? It's probably gonna be like February or March at this point when they restock those. But as soon as they do, I'm ordering one. Already ordered NES one, so I can't wait for the Super Nintendo one to get it back in stock, so I can order one, so I can start playing through Link to the Past on my channel, US version, because it's basically the same thing. I do own it on the real Super Nintendo. It's just better to record it that way because it will look less grainy. Because the way I would capture it on the real hardware with my capture device, the MMI port, I think is what they call it, or the multimedia input port, I think is what they coined it as. The composite video, of course, doesn't look good on an HD signal, so it's gonna look real grainy and like kind of gravelly looking, like really washed out and kind of. You guys know what I'm saying. If you guys are really tech savvy, you guys know it basically won't look that good, and that's why I don't want to really record Super Nintendo stuff or Super Famicom stuff on there because it looked really grainy. Unless I can kind of clean it up, but I really haven't tried to mess with any videos I've recorded to like try to fix the grain because I think the program I use now there's ways to eliminate grain and stuff, so I might be able to try to do that, able to make it look a little bit better. But yeah, but that's something I want to do. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. Probably like March or April at some point when I have less going on. Because by then I'll probably be done with Kakarot. I mean, I don't really know how long it's gonna take me. It could take me like 3 months, 4 months to beat. I have no idea. I don't know how hard the game's gonna be. It looks pretty grindy, but I don't know. That's why I don't know. I don't make any promises. Like it might not be till like June or something when I start doing these uploads of old playthroughs in better quality that I've wanted to do for a while, but I haven't yet because I'm lazy and I like I said with the Super Nintendo one with Link to the Past, I want to do it with the Switch app, but I want to get a Super Nintendo controller for my Switch before then because before I do it because I'd rather play Super Nintendo games with the Super Nintendo controller and not the stupid Switch Pro controller because the D-pad on that is not that good for like Super Nintendo games and stuff. So yeah, that's why I want to do that. That's why I want to do it that way. Um, and then at some point, I also want to go back through and replay through Cowboy Bebop on the PlayStation 2, because that playthrough was, whew, that was a bad playthrough. That's hard to watch. Like I went back and watched it fairly recently, like a couple months ago, and I was like, God, I did really bad. I had a really bad mic at the time when I recorded that, so I really want to redo that game in better quality with component outs instead of like the composite. It won't look super good, but it'll look better because the component signal on the cloner box isn't great, but it's not terrible. Because I recorded some demo gameplay of Futurama, and it turned out all right, but that Futurama wasn't really a good game to test it with. I should test it with something like Tenkaichi 3 or something that actually looks better than Futurama, because Futurama doesn't look that good. Um, but I think Cowboy Bebop will look better that way. So I want to play through that game again, and it'll be less parts. It probably won't get that many views because it's not that well known of a game, but it's a game I haven't played through in a while, and I want to play through it again anyway. And I want to redo it for my channel because I think like the only other complete playthrough, they like spliced the videos weirdly together, so I don't really like the way it was done. So that's why I want to redo mine, because mine was like the only one that was like fully complete and nothing cut out and not edited a weird way. But I don't remember a lot of the game, so it'd be kind of like a blind playthrough. But I remember the boss being relatively, the last boss being relatively easy. Especially if I remember how to loop, like do combo loops. I think I do. I hope I do. I haven't played it in forever. But like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do all these replaythroughs of stuff. But there's other ones I want to do, like Super Double Dragon, Batman Returns, Return of Double Dragon. There's other ones I would want to do. Because I want to do them in better quality with better mic and better commentary. Because I kind of know what I'm doing now with commentary. I'm better at doing it. I don't mumble as much as I used to. I still kind of do. That's not my fault when I mumble. Sometimes I just do it. Like I talk too fast, and that's why it sounds like that sometimes. When I just talk too fast, I mumble, and it's probably due to my CP. My voice sounds kind of weird. I know people still razz me about my voice. I I don't really care. I don't want it. I don't even respond to half the comments anymore. Sometimes I do, because like they'll try to rip me, but like they'll be so bad. Like the rips will be so bad, and I'm like, I could rip myself better than that. But anyway, that's a couple of things I want to do in 2020. Um, Now moving on to the too many games thing. Yes, my wife and I are going to that this year. Um, okay, I should say she's got the days off for it. She hasn't the tickets aren't live yet, so we can't like order tickets yet anyway. But we are probably going um as just normal people. I'm not gonna be like a guest or anything. But they are doing guest submissions starting tomorrow, which I will be trying to fill out. So hopefully, maybe if I get lucky, they'll give me a guest submission or maybe a panel. I have no. I'm thinking maybe I have a shot to get a panel, but probably not a guest submission because I don't have like any merch or like anything like that to like sell. I mean, I guess I could. I guess I could like order T-shirts and stuff because I could make up T-shirts and like sell them there. But like, I think it'd be a waste of my time to do that because I doubt people would buy them because my channel isn't that big. But that's why I feel like they would give me a panel because like my channel is like not not super small, but it's not like super big. So it could draw in like a few a few people. I'm saying like 10, 20, 30, 40 people to a panel. Like it's not gonna be like MC Chris's was, cause like cause last year, when I went to MC Chris's. If you're not familiar with who MC Chris is, that's MCP Pants on Aqua Teen, and he also voiced Hesh on Sea Live 2021. His panel, he only had like maybe 10 people there. I feel like I could draw more interest than that, but I don't know because that's the one thing that confused me about last year as to why they gave him a panel. Because like he didn't talk about anything gaming related, and that's like what the whole point of the convention was. It was called Too Many Games, and like all he talked about was like working on Aqua Teen, like as like a storyboard artist, and like his music career, and then like his daughter, and like somewhat about playing games. Like it was a really weird panel, and I was like, why did they bother getting him? Like it was neat hearing him talk about stuff, but like it just seemed weird to me. Like what? Like he said he was like in the neighborhood, and that's why he agreed to do it. I think or something, and I was like, okay, like maybe I should have submitted a submission like sooner because a lot of you guys don't know this, but last year I did do one, but it was like super late. It was like February or March before I decided to like do it, and by that time they were about ready to close submissions. So when I got the email back and it said like you just missed the cut to like get in because they were already filled all the way up. So I feel like they might have now back then I had like 17,000 subs still. So I mean I still had a decent number of subs. I've lost it a lot since then, but still I'm still in the 13,000 ish range. So I think they might give me a panel still. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up and I don't want to get my hopes up. I think it'd be really cool. Um just from my perspective, like as myself, to like get my story out there, like get all the GoFundMe stuff out there, get all that out there for people that remember it and talk about it more, and just get some stuff out there about it because I still think about that pretty much every day. Um, that I wake up and breathe. I think about the GoFundMe, how much it affected all of our lives, like my wife, my whole entire family, pretty much, how it affected us, and like just the way it affected us, the way it affected my wife and I, where we are now, like with our new car, with the new wheelchair I have, why I started the channel, why I came with the name Handle Game Fan, 89 in the first place. Now I just shortened it to Handle Game Fan because it's easier that way. Why I decided to focus on tire handouts for a while, why I kind of gravitate towards newer stuff now because and I'd explain that stuff. Like there's stuff I could talk about and how it is gaming with a disability, what it's like having cerebral palsy, what it's like having an older sibling with the same disability and also blind. I mean, there's so much stuff I could talk about. Like I know I'd have to like condense it down to like 30, 40 minutes, but like there's so much stuff I could talk about. And I feel like it would give them like a different kind of person to like have their to, like show people like, hey, this guy is a YouTuber and he has a disability and he is actually a fairly competent YouTuber with what he has. Because like, guys, I know I don't have a lot of equipment and a lot of cool snazzy effects on my videos or anything like that. Like a lot of the bigger YouTubers do, they'll have like intros and all these studio lights and green screens and thousands of dollars worth of like sound equipment and cameras. With my channel, you don't get that. You just get me, a webcam, some crappy some crappy recording software that doesn't always work when I try to use it, or crappy recording equipment that cuts off sometimes. I mean, that's the luck of the draw. That's the kind of stuff I have to use because that's the best I can do with what I have. And I think a lot of people would be impressed. Like if you would give me a chance to like and just like watch the videos instead of like listening to my voice or say, oh, this guy sucks because his voice is dopey or weird. If you guys would actually sit down and like watch the video and watch me play a game, you guys would see like that I know what I'm talking about. I know how to play games well, and like I'm actually competent at what I'm trying to do on YouTube. Like that new Doom video I posted. Yeah, it's gotten 4 dislikes, probably because I rambled on towards the end, and that's probably why. Because I was remembering, like, as I was playing and going through the new Doom stuff, I was like remembering when I got the Doom Classic collection on my PC years ago, and I was just reminiscing about it. I think people would have rather me just get to the point and just end the video there, but that's not how I do things. When I play certain things, it makes me reminisce about things about my childhood. I remember getting that game and being like pumped about it, having all the Doom games in one collection, and that's what I remembered when I started going through the Switch game again and seeing all the updates it did. That's why I did that, and I think that's why I got so many dislikes. But it's got a lot of likes, so I don't really care about the 4 or 5 dislikes it has now. I don't really care. Most people are liking it because Not a lot of people talked about it. That's why I did a video on it. And that's why it's doing pretty well in views. Because it's weird. Like some videos I do don't do so well, but then other videos I do like really good for some reason. It's really weird. I don't understand the whole YouTube algorithm thing, and I feel like that's what's killing my channel is the YouTube algorithm. Like I feel like if the algorithm wasn't so screwy, my channel would be a lot bigger than it is. And I'm not just saying that because like people would gravitate towards it because I'm disabled or something, but I feel like I bring something different to YouTube or different to the table because when people look at me or my brother, they don't think we would be gamers. There's a lot of people that I talk to when I say like my brother and and when I explain my brother's blind, and they're like, "Well, how can he play games? How does he do it?" And I have to try to explain it. And rather than explain it, I would rather them come over to my house or show them somehow that he's competent at playing certain games. He's not perfect at a lot of games, but there's games he's well at, like all the old Mortal Kombat's he's good at. The Dragon Ball Z, Tenkaichi, and Budokai games he's good at. I mean he'd be good at a lot of stuff if he would play more stuff and practice with me because I could teach him stuff and he would get better at it. But I'm saying like a lot of people, case in point, I was talking to a friend of mine last weekend, or I think it was last weekend. It might have been 2 weekends ago. But I was talking to him at the flea market, and I was telling him that how my brother and I we play Mortal Kombat a lot growing up, and he was like, "Isn't he blind? How would he play it?" And I'm like, "Well, he can kind of see out of out of one of his eyes," and he was like, "Yeah, but how well?" Like I'm like, not well, but well enough to know what he's doing. Like he's good at it. He was like, "You sure? Are you sure you're not like bullshitting me?" I'm like, "No, like you can come over to my house and he will probably kick your ass at Mortal Kombat Trilogy or whatever game you would play, or even maybe even like Street Fighter, like Street Fighter 2 is still pretty easy. Like with Ken or Ryu, you could probably still beat somebody because most people would go easy on us, thinking we're not good at games when we actually are. Like that's the whole point. That's the whole point I want to try to get across with my channel this year, is that try to show like make videos with us two showing if I can figure out a way to do it, like show us on camera and show um my brother and I playing a game together or something, so you guys can see that disabled people do play games, and maybe video game companies out there will stop doing like all these motion control stuff and stuff like that, stuff that's harming I know it's not a big percentage of the gaming community, but like it still bothers me um that Nintendo and Sony and even Microsoft is getting better with it because they did that special controller. Like they're at least trying to do something, but I feel like a lot of people don't think about everybody when they try to be inclusive with games and stuff. Like I'm not saying they should just drop motion controls, but have the option not to use them or something. And that's what I want to kind of get across, that I'm a gamer and I'm fairly good at games I do. Like if you guys watch any kind of gameplay I do of like Mortal Kombat 11, you guys probably don't. A lot of you guys probably don't realize that I'm disabled when I'm playing these games, unless you watch some of my older videos and you see my wheelchair in the background, or you see me sitting there in my wheelchair. Like I feel like a lot of people don't realize when they watch my channel that I'm disabled. Which, if you read my about page on my channel, I explain that fact and my intro, which is weird. Like I would think like my intro would draw in more views than it has been recently, but like I guess it doesn't anymore. A lot of people just see my videos and assume that I just have a weird, dopey voice because that's what my voice sounds like. And that's like my voice is dopey, whatever. It's partly due to the CP, but it's probably due because that's the way my voice sounds like. I can't. Well, I can change my voice, but I'm not gonna do it every video just to make my voice sound a little less annoying. Like I'm gonna use my natural voice when I do videos. But basically, that's the kind of things I want to do for my channel in 2020. I want to try to diversify it more, and like I have been, but I want to do more stuff. I want to try to show more things, like more I want to do stuff with my brother. Get my brother on some of these videos because I think it'd be kind of neat to show you guys that we can play games together and stuff. So I think it'd be neat to try to figure out a way to do it. I don't really know because I don't know if we have a free spot to plug the capture device into, but we could probably work something out. There's probably a slot somewhere back there. If we get like an extension cord or something, we could probably do it for a little bit to film a video or something of like Tenkaichi 3 or hell, even like Raging Blast if I get an HDMI cable for my PS3. But anyway, guys, I know this video was kind of long. It's like 36 minutes, but see if there's anything else I want to cover before I end this video. But yeah, let me know about the too many games thing, about the guest submission, panel submission. Like if you guys are in the area and you guys might go to it, because there was one person that did recognize me last year. If you guys would go to it and would like to see me do a panel there, which I know there's probably a few people that would love to go to it but can't. But I will if I do get a panel submission and I do wind up doing one, I will find a way to film it. I'll see if someone there can possibly film it, or I can bring my camera or prop my phone up somewhere or film it somehow. I'll figure out a way to film it for you guys that weren't there. Because, yes, my wife will be there. It will be both of us. She will answer questions as well. Because I told her that people are probably going to have questions for her. So, it'll be an interesting time if I can get a panel there. I'm probably going to go for in a panel more than a guest submission, but I'll just do both to be on the safe side. Because I feel like if I do both, then maybe I can just have a table where you can come say hi to me and maybe have business cards like hand out to show my Facebook, Twitter, and Discord and Patreon, all that stuff. And you could get a picture with me or whatever, stuff like that. But who knows? That's 6 months away. I'm not gonna know until like March or April, so stay tuned to the channel. I'll be sure to tell you guys if I hear back from them. Like I said, guys, don't get your hopes up. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm gonna be hopeful, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Like my wife does. She's like, "You should do it. You have a good chance." I'm like, I kind of do. I have a lot of stuff going for me, like the disabled factor. I don't want them to do it because they feel bad. Like they're obligated to do it, but I want them to do it because they're interested in my channel and my story, so to speak. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to do it, because I don't want them to like do it out of pity. Because a lot of people do that stuff, and that really bothers me about like people in general when they see me or my brother or someone else that has any kind of disability. They always kind of treat us differently or feel bad for us, when you don't have to. Like, our lives aren't really that different from everyone else's. Like, our life is pretty much the same as everyone else. We get up, we eat, we walk around. More so him than me, but I walk around on my own way. It's not conventional, but it's a wheelchair. That it's walking to me. I mean, because I'll say walk and people know what I mean. They're like, really? I'll be like, oh yeah, right, huh? I don't walk, I forgot. Like, I'll joke with my friend, we'll joke about that fact. Like, I'll say, oh, we were walking around, and some of my friends will be like, you were walking? Holy crap. Then I'm like, oh yeah, huh? Yeah, huh, huh, huh. You know, like I'll joke about it, but like it doesn't bother me like that I don't. Like to me this is walking. Like the electric wheelchair are my legs, is my way of mobilizing myself. That's why when I don't have it or it's dead or it dies when I'm out, I kind of get mad. I'm like, oh, I forgot to charge it. Oh, I forgot to bring the backup battery. Something like that. I just don't want them to feel like bad for me. Like that's, I don't want them to feel like they have to accept my submission because of my disability instead of like my story and my whole thing. Because I would have done it years ago, back when the GoFundMe was a thing, if if I could have got out there. But I knew there was no way for me to get out there because at the time the van was still being fixed. There was no way to get my chair into a car safely and stuff like that. So that's why I didn't do it. I thought about it, but I didn't do it because I knew there was no way to do it. Um, and like I said, the year I went, I I did it, but it was too late. I had missed the deadline just barely. Like they said, I probably would have got in by the way the email was worded, from what I remember. So I don't know if I'll get in there, but I hope, because I think it'd be good for my channel. Like it would expose my channel to more people, and more people might gravitate towards my channel. Because guys, I know I don't do like super good content, and I don't have like all the super equipment like I said before, but like I do the best I can. Like even my brother says, like you should put videos up of whatever you want. And if it doesn't get views, it doesn't get views. Who cares? As long as you're having fun doing it, then who cares? Just upload what you want. And he's right. And I need to start doing that and stop worrying about like, well, what if people don't like it? What if it doesn't get views? It doesn't really matter. But like, if I just start doing more videos of me just having fun, screwing around doing stuff, who knows? Stupid stuff like that could take off on YouTube, and that could be what makes or breaks my channel. Because honestly, guys, like when I did that GoFundMe video and that took off, I didn't think that was gonna happen, and that's like the only reason my channel is where it is today. And I need to stop shying away from that fact too. Like I don't like to talk about the GoFundMe on here too much anymore, but that's why my channel is where it is today. Is because of that video and because of Reddit and everyone else. That's why my channel is at 13,000 subscribers. It was at like 20,000 for a while, but then YouTube went through and weeded out all the spam accounts, which I tried to do back when that was going on, because I had a lot of subs that day, and a lot of them were spam. But I'm just saying that's why my channel is where it is today. It's because of that. I'd still be at like 1,000 subs if it wasn't for that video, which I feel like that's where I should be, but I have to embrace where I am and how I got there, I feel like. And that's what I want to close this video on. Is just, and I just gotta start embracing the fact that I got lucky for a little bit, and then I let it go to my head, because I started making, I remember I was like, oh my god, my channel's gonna get super big. I'm gonna be like the next big YouTuber, and I'm gonna start doing all this cool stuff. And like I was letting it go to my head. I was just making all these live videos and all this stuff, and thinking they were gonna get views and views and views, and they did for a while. But then people got sick of it, and got sick of me doing like live streams every day and stuff I was doing. Like it annoyed people. I remember people telling me like, "Why do you keep live streaming every day?" And I was like, "Oh, this is kind of making people mad, and annoyed that I'm like uploading and live streaming every day," which I wasn't mean to. I was just like so hyped up from that going on, like that's why I got so hyped up about it, because it was a big thing. Like I didn't expect it to get that big. No one did. Um, and like if you want to go rewatch those videos, it's fun to go back and rewatch them and see everything unfold. And it's just crazy how far I think I've come as a person since then. And so the channel's gotten better in my opinion since then. I've gotten better equipment. I've gotten better at doing videos. I've gotten better at doing thumbnails for sure. I think I've been doing better with thumbnails, creating my own thumbnails with GIMP. I need to get a little better at like making them look more professional-ish. Like if someone has any like tips on how to like make them look a little bit more poppy and less kind of generic, if you can help me make thumbnails, let me know because I would love to like have professional looking thumbnails. But there's other people out there that don't have like decent views and stuff. So I don't know why I'm worried about that, but I'm just saying I would love to have like better looking thumbnails than I do. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna be embracing this year as like the year to like the year for uploads and not worry about subscribers and views and watch time hours and all that stuff. I'm not gonna worry about that stuff so much anymore because like it's not good to get stressed out about it and like I stress out about it a lot more than I should and I just haven't talked about it um because a lot of people don't like me putting negativity videos on my channel, which I that's one thing I'm gonna do too. Is not put so many videos on me saying, "Oh, I need more subscribers. Oh, why don't I have blah blah blah." Like I did videos about that like early last year, and it was kind of cringy to people, and people hated it. And I feel like that's what threw a lot of people away because I did that, and like at that point, I felt like I should have more, but then I realized like I really shouldn't. I should be thankful for what I do have because of the GoFundMe instead of like being like, why don't I have more? I'm doing all these videos and you guys aren't watching them, blah 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 blah. Like I was doing stupid stuff like that, and it was like people are like, why are you being so negative? Like, why are you being so like negative and like mad about things? Like, you would grow more if you would be more like yourself, like your old self. Just be funny, be yourself, be genuine. That's the one big word I've seen for people is be genuine. Like I've never thought of myself as like a genuine like person. Like I've never had that be the word that describes me, but that pretty much personifies me as like genuine. I wasn't being myself a year ago today. Like I was more stressed about views and getting my monetization back and all that stuff. And I, I don't care as much anymore because I'm having fun doing YouTube as a hobby. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, would I love for this to be like a way for me to make money, like other people do? Yeah, but I'm not gonna like shove it down your throats like, oh, I wish I was monetized, stuff like that. But I wish it was bigger than it was. But I'm not gonna harp on it. And there's nights I still think like, what can I do better for this channel? But then I think like I'm already doing the best I can do, and if people don't like it, they don't like it, and I just have to deal with that fact. And if they lose interest in my channel, I have to deal with that fact. And I think I'm finally starting to come to terms with the fact that not everyone is going to stick around on my channel because I'm so all over the place with what I upload. Like, I'll upload handle game videos, I'll upload PS4 stuff, Twitch stuff. That's the kind of stuff I'm into. Like, I want to do. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing on YouTube. I want to do something different. That's why I started this channel in the first place, to do something different, not what everybody else does. Not like video game news and strictly that, and do strictly reviews or just strictly movie reviews or something like that. Which I kind of want to do some more of that kind of stuff, like talk about movies and stuff that I'm looking forward to. I kind of want to do more stuff like that too in the future because I feel like the few of them I did a couple years ago, they did do fairly well, and people seem to respond to them. I don't know if you guys would now, but I'm gonna like try to do more stuff about TV shows and stuff too in the future at some point probably because I want to try to diversify the channel and show you guys that I like the same kind of stuff any normal person likes. Because I feel like if I walked up to somebody and said, I have a YouTube channel, and they would look at me like, really? Like, really? You have a YouTube channel? What do you do? Like, how? How do you film? How do you do this? How do you do this? Like, I feel like that's what they would be like. And that's one of the reasons why when I was at too many games, I didn't tell people I had a channel, because I didn't want people to be like, oh, like feel like they had to subscribe to like help this disabled guy boost his channel. Like, that's why I didn't tell any of the like YouTubers that I talked to that I had a channel, because I feel like they would have felt bad that my channel wasn't like growing, and they would have tried to help, but it would have been like in a misguided way, and I would have. That's not the way I want to grow my channel. I don't want like people pitying me and like just trying to me just because help my channel grow, and just to watch and like my videos just to help my channel grow. I want you guys to actually like the videos because you like the videos, and subscribe to me because you like the content I do, not because you feel bad for me, or you feel bad for my situation or something like that. That's why I didn't talk about it at Too Many Games too much. With like content creators, like with random people, I would tell people like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I don't really talk about it much because it's not super big. I don't really tout myself as a content creator because I don't make money doing it, but I have fun doing it. It's a hobby. If you want to check it out, here's what it is. I don't know if any of those people subscribe, but I hope at least they checked out some of my videos. But I thought about saying something to some of the bigger YouTubers there that I talked to, but I didn't because, like I said, it's not my place to like interject my channel into like, say, oh well, I have a channel too, because I would feel like they would take that as like, is this guy asking for help? Is this guy asking me to like help promote a channel? And I don't want it to sound that way, because it might come across that way, because like I said, like when most people look at me, I feel like they would see like this disabled guy that's trying to like make it on YouTube, which like maybe some of the people wouldn't, but like I feel like a good majority would be like, okay, I gotta try to help this guy out in some way to get his channel up there, because he's busting his butt to try to do this and make a living doing it. I don't want to get there that way. I want to get there on my own merits. Um, and that's one of the things that I felt like with the GoFundMe videos that I didn't do. Like, I didn't get there myself. It was just because the internet rallied around me. And then once I have dog hair in my mouth. Ugh. Sucks by having a dog. He sheds all the time. Anyway, but that's the one thing I hate about having the GoFundMe is like, in all those videos, like people rallied around me because of that situation. But after the fact, like they were like, "Oh, that's what this guy does," and I'm not really interested in the channel. And then they realize like, "Oh, he doesn't do anything like super interesting on the channel," so they unsubscribe, which is understandable. But that's what I mean. Like I didn't want to get that notoriety when I got it, when I did. That's why I feel like I shouldn't be at 13,000 subs. Because it was like back in 2016, I think, when I had like 800. And I went from like 800 to like 20,000 or 18,000 ish in like a year and a half because of that GoFundMe stuff. And it was just weird to me. Like I didn't expect, I didn't know what to do. I still don't know what to do. Honestly, guys, like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to properly tag videos or make a proper thumbnail. And I've been doing it for 10, 11 years. Like you think by now I would have like 40 or 50,000 subs or something. But I don't, because it's just a hobby to me. Like when I was monetized, like I wasn't even making a lot of money. And that's what a lot of people thought when I did the video saying I was demonetized. I wasn't. I want to clear it up before I end this. I know I was gonna end it a while ago, but I want to clear everything up right now in this new video for the new year, just to get everything out there. It's been bothering me for a long time. But when I was monetized, I wasn't making like thousands upon thousands of dollars or nothing like that. I was making like maybe $100 every like 5 or 6 months. $100. That's like maybe $1 or $2 a month, or like something like that, or like a week. And it wasn't like a lot. Like it was never a lot, but it still made me feel good. Like I was still making some money doing it. Like you can't see them now, but like a lot of the Switch games I have from like 2017 is from the AdSense stuff. I mean, I think I have to relay my account if I ever do get remonetized, because I haven't used it in forever. They might have shut it down because I haven't used it in like over a year. So I might not even have one at this point. I don't even know. But that's what I mean. Like I felt good saying like I was making some money on YouTube. I was still calling it a hobby because I wasn't making like a job, living wage, doing it like a lot of people do. Like a lot of the YouTubers I look up to and subscribe to and like to watch. Like I'm not like they. That's what they do. They found their niche. They found what videos are known for and whatever they're good at. They know what they're doing. They've done it for a while. A lot of people haven't done it as long as I have, and they're already like through the stratosphere. Like James Wolf just hit his 10 year like a year after I did, I think, or like a year before I did. So he started like a year before I did, and that just proves like it's what I'm doing on my channel, and that's why it's not growing. It's not that you guys don't like me personally. It's just the content I do isn't grabbing people, and I have to realize it's not me. It's the content I'm doing, and there's not really much I can do to change the content I'm doing, other than what I'm doing, like the Switch stuff. I'm trying to move away from it now because honestly, guys, collecting handheld games is getting way too expensive, and that's why I've moved away from it. Recently, like I haven't gotten any in a while that are new that I have already covered. That's why, because a lot of the stuff that's like good and you guys want to see probably is expensive, and lots of that's like cheap is stuff I don't want in my collection, and I don't really have the room to do it anyway. Because like I said, guys, I share a room with my older brother and my wife, and there's little room to put a handle games. I'm surprised I have as many as I do, honestly, and I shouldn't have as many as I do anyway, but I do because of Patreon support and my parents and my wife and people supporting me. That's why I continue to do this. If my family and my wife and my brothers, mainly my older brother, because I don't know if my younger brother still watches my stuff or not. I know my older brother does because he knows when I upload videos because he follows me on Twitter. He subscribes to my channel, so he always likes the posts on Facebook I do. So I know he supports what I'm doing. He's still supportive about what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it's just a hobby still, but at some point, I would like to get to the point to where I can say it's a job, to feel proud of doing it, and proud of like that I'm not wasting time and money and like energy doing this. Because I feel like the more stuff I buy for the channel, like the more money I'm just wasting on like chasing a dream or something. Because I've been doing it for like almost 11 years. It'll be 11 years in like July. And like I feel like 11 years is a long time to be grinding doing videos, but at the same time, like this is what I want to do with my life though. Like I feel like this is like my life's work. Like if I would die like tomorrow or like in like 40, 50, 60 years from now. Like, I want this to be like part of my legacy that my kids, my grandkids, whatever ancestors of mine or anybody can go back and look at, see what someone in my situation could do. And who knows, I could inspire someone else years down the road to do something. I could inspire someone else that has cerebral palsy to create a YouTube channel and not be afraid to get in front of a camera and make a video or something and worry about being ostracized and made fun of. Because I was worried about that when I first started, but I didn't care. So what? People make fun of me. It's gonna happen. It happened when I was in school. It still happens today on YouTube. It doesn't bother me. I just laugh at it now because most of the quips I get are like really bad, and they don't even like make me sound or look that bad. It's more flattering to me if I sound like a character from something or something. Like, that's more flattering to me that you guys think I sound dopey like that, like a popular character on some like weird show that I've never heard of or something. But like, okay, it doesn't affect me. I don't care. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want that's the message I want to give to people is that don't be worried about what people say and do and think about you on the internet. It doesn't affect you. Like, it's not gonna. The words don't hurt you in any way, shape, or form. Just move on from it. Just ignore it, and they'll stop. That's usually what happens. Now, unless someone's like being like extremely like damaging to me, like calling me a derogatory name, like you guys know what I'm talking about. But like something like that, then I usually block people or something like that. I don't respond to it usually. I just block people that are really derogatory and mean towards me or like my wife or something. Because I've gotten some about my wife and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to really deal with that. So I'll just block the person and be done with it. But that's what I tell people. Like, if you have a disability or something that you think would hinder your ability to create content on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, whatever social media or video sharing platform you want to share content on, don't worry about it so much. Just do it. Like, I've been doing it for a while, and I'm surprised I've been doing it as long as I have been. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, honestly. Like, I can still remember the first video I did, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Tiger Hands On, back in like 2009. It was like, I don't remember the exact day in July. It was July something. It was like 11th or something. It was a long time ago, but I still remember it vividly. Like, I don't know if this video is gonna do well on it. Got a few thousand views in like a few years, but I never thought a video I would do would get like a few thousand views, and then years down the road, one of my videos, i.e. the GoFundMe video, would be top trending on YouTube for like 24 hours. That was insane to me. Like, that's what I mean. You never know what video you're gonna do. I could possibly go viral, or you could be a success on YouTube and be able to quit your day job or be able to make a living doing it. If you're having trouble finding some kind of job that you're not good at and you feel comfortable doing this and trying to do this for a job, then go for it. That's what my ultimate goal is. But will it ever happen? I don't know. Probably not, but I'm still having fun doing it. Like I said in past videos, and then this is my final words right here. Like I've always said, without you guys on Patreon and subscribers, without all you guys commenting, liking the videos, supporting me on Patreon, and stuff like that, without you guys, I wouldn't still have the gumption to do this. I probably wouldn't be doing this if I didn't get views or comments, even negative comments. At least you're watching the video. Like, I wouldn't be doing it. I would just quit at that point. Because there's been times before the GoFundMe video when I thought about taking a break from YouTube for like a couple years. Because if you guys realize, for like months and months and months, I wouldn't upload anything. Like earlier on in my YouTube career, I wouldn't upload every day because I wouldn't have any way to record stuff besides emulators and stuff. But I wasn't really consistent back in the day. Now I'm more consistent with when I upload stuff, kinda. Um, but that's what I mean. Without you guys' support on Patreon and subscribing and liking and stuff like that, I wouldn't do it. Probably, I would have stopped a long time ago. Because it wouldn't be fun if I wasn't interacting with people. I wouldn't be doing it. So that's what I mean, guys. Like, without you guys constantly supporting me on with YouTube subscriptions and liking, and especially Patreon, I wouldn't be doing it. Especially Patreon. I want to really stress that point because without Patreon support, a lot of the handle games I have, and a lot of the equipment I have, like the spyglasses and microphone, stuff like that, I wouldn't have all of that without you guys' support. I know a lot of you guys have dropped support because of like financial reasons, because you guys have told me that. But that's fine. I don't care. If you've supported me in the past, I appreciate it. If you're supporting me now still, I appreciate it. If you've always been supporting me on Patreon, I really appreciate it. If you thought about it but never wanted to do it because you're kind of worried about it, I appreciate you at least thinking about it, at least entertaining the idea of maybe supporting me on Patreon. Like, even if you thought about it but never did it, it still means the world to me that you got at least watch my videos and give me a chance to like do something or like say something to you guys and get my opinion out there and make me feel like my opinion or my video somewhat matters and makes a difference and gets information or opinion or whatever out there. That means a lot to me. That's why I keep doing it. So for this coming year, I want to just keep grinding, doing more content, seeing if anything works out, doing more, trying to do stuff, film with my brother and stuff. Like I said, cause I think that'd be neat to show you guys like how he plays games. I think we need to see that. There's other stuff that I haven't talked about that I want to do, like relaunch my Teespring, but I'll talk about that in a later video because this video has already gone on for like an hour and 7 minutes. So anyway, I'm gonna just end it here and say thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around throughout the whole entire video, thank you guys so much for sticking around through the entire video. And no, I didn't just make this video super long for watch time hours. I did it because there's a lot I wanted to say for this coming year, and there's a lot I wanted to just get out there. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. There's gonna be stuff on your screen right now. End screens. One will be to subscribe. One will be for my Patreon, and then one will be for a recommended video. I don't know what it'll be. YouTube usually chooses it at random. Probably one of the Mario videos. If I had to guess, YouTube's weird algorithm. That's probably what it's gonna be. If you want to follow me on Discord, go ahead. I don't check there enough often as I should. But if you guys want to go on there and message me, I do get messages on my phone. So if you have a question or something, or you want to ask me something or something like that, or you want to see something specific on my channel, post on there or message me on Facebook or tweet me on Twitter, and then I'll respond and I'll see what I can do about it. Anyway, guys, my throat's really dry. I need to drink water or something because I've been talking for like an hour. My voice is probably going to be hoarse at the end of tonight if I don't stop this video now. So anyway, guys, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Discord, like I said. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good 2020. Hope everything works out for you guys. Hope to see some of you guys at too many games this year. I'll let you guys know what happens with the guest and panel submission stuff. Like I said, don't get your hopes up, guys. I have my expectations pretty low for that, but you never know. It could happen. It could work out. You never know. It'd be really cool to be up there talking to a bunch of people, but you never know. I'm good at public speaking, so it'd be really cool. And the main reason I want to do it is to see how my wife would react to like having just questions thrown at her. It'd be really funny because I don't know how good she is around like crowds and stuff. Like I don't care, but it'd be funny to see her reaction to like a bunch of people just showing up. I don't know, guys. It'd be really funny. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out. Thank you guys for supporting. I love you guys. Hope you guys watch this video in the entirety. Sorry it was so long, but like I said, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. So stay tuned to my channel for updates and stuff. To my Patreon, if you're a supporter, stay tuned for changes to that. Teespring will be coming back soon, in probably March or April when it gets warmer. There's a lot of stuff I have planned that I don't want to talk about right now because I don't know when I'm going to do it and when I'm going to have time to do it. So just stay tuned to my channel, and always stay tuned to my community page because I post on there a lot now too. So if you're ever wondering what I'm doing, you can always go check out the community page on the community tab on my channel. So be sure to check that out too. That's always another avenue to like comment on something when I post something. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. And sorry this video was so long. I knew you guys hate when I do long videos, but sometimes I like to do long videos, guys. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and sorry about the white background. I mean, it's the best I can come up with. I don't really have a good background right now. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Peace. Hopefully this doesn't make a pop noise when I turn this off, but here goes. If it does, and you're wearing headphones, I'm just warning you. I'm gonna turn the mic off. It might make like a pop noise or something in your ear, so just be warned. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.